Is this the start of a new era?
Ooh, it's looking like a new era.
Well, let's get into it. Welcome to the Downbyfall podcast. I'm Anna.
I'm Jay.
And we're here to talk about the NXT Takeover Phoenix that happened last night.
Yeah, it's looking like a new era.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Okay, let's jump in. So first we'll kind of do a rundown of what happened on the show, and then we'll go back to the prediction game that we played and see who the winner was.
What about those pre-show awards they did? You want to touch on that too?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do first.
Oh.
Okay. Now, you actually didn't get a chance to watch the pre-show.
I did not.
Because you were busy editing, trying to get our prediction episode up.
That is true.
So, I did get to see it, and honestly, you didn't miss much. They kind of did little segments here and there where they handed out the awards. And we'll go through, see who won.
Okay.
So, for Match of the Year, the winner there was Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano, which was at NXT Takeover Philadelphia. And I can't specifically remember that one.
That was such a good match. That match...
Did I see that? I feel like I've seen it.
I don't know if you saw it or not. Yeah, you probably did. But I don't know. But in my eyes, that's where Andrade arrived. He's like, oh, okay, this guy is for real.
Okay. Because for NXT, I kind of picked it up and dropped that. I watched up until Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens got called up, and then I didn't watch it for a long time. And then I started watching again right before Andrade Cien Almas got called up.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I don't know if I saw that or not.
Well, if you haven't seen it, it's certainly worth going back and rewatching.
That definitely would be good to go back and watch, especially because I don't even remember those two feuding. So
yeah,
exciting.
I'm looking at the list of Match of the Year nominees, and wow, pretty big list.
Like a lot of these matches, if you put them up against anything from WWE, it'd probably beat it out. Gosh, pretty much any of Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, any of those matches. There's so many good ones. Pete Dunne versus Kyle O'Reilly for the United Kingdom Championship.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Let's see. The Future Star NXT, the winner there was Io Shirai. And I'd agree with that. I'm surprised. I could see them easily giving that to Matt Riddle, though.
I don't think he's been there long enough.
But yeah, he was kind of there towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. NXT Takeover of the Year, which was NXT Takeover New Orleans. And I believe that was the one right before WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania...
Yep, you're right. Yeah, because WrestleMania was in New Orleans. That's right.
They all blur together for me. But I've enjoyed every single one.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I believe that is probably correct. Breakout Star of the Year, Ricochet. Definitely well deserved.
Absolutely, yeah.
Rivalry of the Year. I mean, come on. You can't really... It has to be Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. That's who won.
They could change the name of that to Rivalry of the Last 5 years, and I'd be okay with that.
Exactly. Tag Team of the Year, Undisputed Era. I'd say that's well deserved as well.
Absolutely.
And, okay, so we're getting to the ones that actually I got to see the backstage segments on. And the winner of Female Competitor of the Year and the overall Competitor of the Year, the winner there was Kairi Sane. And I just have to say, it was so heartwarming seeing her accept the award. She was so excited, and she actually got teary-eyed. It was adorable. I felt for her. I was like, good for her. She brings such a whimsical element to wrestling, and I don't feel like there's a lot of that. There was a lot in the 80s, but I feel like there's not as much of that now. So I love that they embraced her with these awards, because I hope there's a place for her. I want her to do well.
I do too, because I really like her. I really enjoy watching her wrestle at this point. I don't see anything like her on the main roster, and I don't even know if they would know what to do with her, sadly. Mm-hmm. And that's a shame, because Female Competitor of the Year, absolutely. She deserves it. But I don't know. I don't know what her future looks like.
Well, hopefully it's a good one. Like we're talking about one day, we're going to do an episode. It's how to get your significant other into wrestling. And I feel like if you have a significant other, whether that be a girlfriend or a boyfriend, who's into anime at all, point them in Kairi Sane's direction and you'll have a wrestling fan. Didn't you say that she's kind of based off of a anime character?
Yeah, she is. It reminds me of One Piece, which is an anime.
Okay, and you used to like loosely work with anime stuff.
I did.
So that's how you know all of that. And then the funniest award here was Male Competitor of the Year, and the winner there was Tommaso Ciampa. And you didn't actually see this, but when they presented the award to him, he had his championship belt over his shoulder, and he looks down at it, and then looks at the award, and just hands the award back and like walks away.
That's great.
Which is the best reaction ever.
He is such a good heel.
He's amazing.
Oh my gosh! I mean, the people on the main roster could like learn lessons from this guy, because this guy is absolutely doing it right.
Exactly, and that's exactly how a heel would react to accepting an award.
Yeah.
So good job.
Yeah, congratulations on all the award winners.
Yes, absolutely, and I'm excited to see what this next year of NXT holds.
As am I. Let's get to our takeover review.
Okay, so the show opened with the NXT Tag Team Championship match, which was Undisputed Era versus War Raiders. And I have to say that War Raiders came out with a new entrance. I don't know if it was just for the pay-per-view, but it was excellent.
It was probably just for the pay-per-view.
I loved it.
It was great. It was really great.
They had the smoke, they had fire, they had Vikings out there, I believe, and it had this ominous feeling to it. They had the foghorn going.
The long build-up before they arrived. It was great.
And I was like, it took me a minute. I was like, who is this?
Yeah,
I was like, is this someone new? And
yeah.
I was like, oh, War Raiders, duh. And then, like, I even kind of tweeted this out. I was like, I bet Undisputed Era is going to feel really silly coming out with an air guitar after this. Because it had such a good menacing quality to it.
Right.
So what do you think of this match?
Oh my gosh, it was incredible. Okay, up to this point, I'm going to be honest with you. The War Raiders, I saw they were talented, but they just really didn't grab me.
I have to agree. They kind of felt a little gimmicky.
Yeah. That last pay-per-view in the War Games, they didn't really show me anything that...
It didn't blow you away.
It didn't blow me away. They weren't really living up to the hype and everything. And so you get to this pay-per-view, and I see Hansen. He's just turned loose. He's doing flips. He's doing cartwheels. I'm just like, I haven't seen a big man move like that since like Vader or Bam Bam Bigelow. And it was just incredible.
It was fun, yeah. I feel like they were really... I felt like all of their movesets were very well choreographed.
Yeah.
It was almost like a dance. Like, they worked really well together. It's funny, because we recorded a Raw review, or part of one, earlier this week, but had to scrap it due to time for editing. We didn't have time with our jobs. But what I said in that review was that it was funny that Bobby Lashley was using Leo Rush as a projectile weapon.
Right.
Just throwing them at people. And I said that I was impressed. But after seeing this match, Rowe picking up Hansen and throwing him as a projectile weapon? Okay, I'm sorry, Bobby Lashley stepped aside. It was like, hold my beer. Let's show you how to do this.
Yeah.
That was very impressive. I loved it. Undisputed Era looked good here, but I feel like they were kind of outshone by the War Raiders, in my personal opinion.
All I could think of is Undisputed Era. They're amazing. They modeled themselves after the great tag teams of the past. They're always in sync, and it's like they're everything that the hype on the Revival is, that like everybody says the Revival is. I'm actually seeing it and played out better with the Undisputed Era.
That's true. And if they move up, I do kind of fear that they'll have the same fate as the Revival.
I don't want to see that, because these guys are too good.
If I had to pick anybody that it was like a guarantee you can keep one thing in NXT, it would be Undisputed Era for me. I feel like they would just get squashed moving up.
Yeah. But what do? I mean, do they continue to feud with the War Raiders? I mean,
I don't know. I feel like they need a new storyline. I feel like they've been kind of just there. They haven't really been involved in storylines enough, in my opinion. I hope with the potential NXT call-ups that are rumored to happen, we'll get into those later, but I hope that frees up some room for them to get into storylines again.
Yeah, me too.
Because Triple H did say there will be wrestlers that don't move up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might be Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era, because they don't do kindly with groups like that.
Right. But boy, could they use them if they used them right.
Exactly. And for this one, we both predicted War Raiders would win, so we both got a point.
Bravo! Look at us.
We both didn't get bonus points because you predicted Velveteen Dream to interfere.
I did.
I can't remember why.
Doesn't matter. Go back and listen to the other show. I can't remember why either.
I thought Street Profits would interfere, but going in, I knew that would be wrong because they have a match on NXT next week.
Well, there you go. Okay, so next we had Matt Riddle facing off for the third time against Cassius Ohno.
I loved this match.
Did you?
I did. I thought it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle is winning me over. At first, I was just kind of like, okay, this guy is like really like super confident, which I like, but it almost came off cocky and just kind of obnoxious almost. But I love it. He comes down, interacting with the fans. There was a girl that was like, I do not want anything to do with Matt Riddle. You could read it all over her face.
Oh,
and
the girl in the front row, yes.
Yeah, and he makes her smile. He's like, no. He's like, come on, let's have fun here. And I was just like, okay, I like him. Yeah. I like him now. He kicked off the bright pink flip-flops, which made me think that they were going to be used as a weapon and I would get my bonus point.
But were they?
No.
And I was certain Keith Lee was going to interfere. Did he?
No.
Neither one of us got bonus points.
But we both predicted that he would win, and he did.
Matt Riddle did win.
Yeah, that Matt Riddle would win. So,
there was some nastiness in here. There was some feet.
I literally, moments before it happened, I was like, I'm surprised they don't just stomp on Matt Riddle's toes, because he's not wearing any shoes, and those toes are very...
vulnerable.
Very vulnerable. And right after I said that, Cassius Ohno stomps on him, and I was like, "Oh, that's horrible!"
Just mashing on him like he's putting out a cigarette. And
then it gets worse.
It gets much, much worse. Yeah, Cassius Ohno puts Matt Riddle's toes in his mouth and starts biting them.
Yeah, and it's like, you do not know where those feet have been. I don't think he wears shoes outside of being forced to.
Yeah.
By building codes and policies. No thanks. Gross. Yuck.
So, no, less of that.
But, gosh, I have to say it was a great match, though. I feel like Cassius Ohno got some really brutal kicks in here. Like, they had that slow-mo one where he kicks... Matt Riddle right in the face, and it got him good.
Is that the one where he got like a little bloody nose?
Yeah.
Or bloody mouth? Yeah.
It looked brutal. I keep saying that, but it did.
Yeah, certainly was. And there was that one part where you got the ring apron and you like put it over Matt Riddle's head.
Yeah, it was almost like the Nikki Cross move where she gets people tied into the apron, but he put it over his face.
Yeah, I thought that was good. I thought that was clever.
I liked that. That was a new take on it.
Yeah. Bravo. Great match.
Yeah. We both predicted Matt Riddle to win. He did. So at this point, we are tied 2 points apiece.
Okay. Well, let's move on and see how we do.
And next, we had the NXT North American Championship match, Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano.
Match of the night. So far, match of the year for me. Probably the best match since November. Maybe the last Takeover that the WWE has put out.
It was a really good match.
Yes. I saw a tweet from Brian Alvarez that basically called Johnny Gargano the American Okada. You know what? After this match, I believe it.
He is great. I do have one thing that... I hate to say this. I hate his entrance music.
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit him. I kind of feel like it's... Like, I'm trying not to be mean. I'm trying to not be offensive in any way. But it doesn't fit. I feel like that's the kind of stuff I listened to in high school. And not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just... It doesn't feel like an entrance song to me.
It feels like the music you would go out dancing to in 1984 Terminator, like at that dance
club.
Yeah,
It sounds like Paramore to me. It probably is, but it doesn't fit him for me. I hope if he gets called up, he comes out with new music For a while, I thought maybe Candice LeRae was like a musician, or it has something to do with her, the reason he has that song. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know the story behind that song, but I know it doesn't fit.
I think he's great, though.
Yeah. When Tommaso Ciampa won his championship, you know, he got new music, and I think it's time for Johnny Gargano to get new music as well.
And I liked Tommaso Ciampa's new music.
Yeah.
I liked the silence. I liked that. I think he is one of the few wrestlers that could pull it off, and I kind of wish they stuck with it.
Yeah.
But I like the new music, so why don't they give the music to Johnny Gargano, Ciampa's new theme, and then let Ciampa come out to nothing?
That would work.
I
That
would
would certainly work.
But I see why they went away from it, because the heat's got to cool off of Ciampa at some point. And if he doesn't come out to boos and he just comes out to silence, there's no avoiding that.
Right.
They want to have some kind of noise there.
Right.
So I think they're hedging their bets, like being safe by adding music for when the heat does cool off of him, as it will eventually. Then they don't have to worry about him coming out to crickets.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But I tell you, the heat's not going to come off of him anytime soon. And back to Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, let's get back to the match.
Back to Ricochet. Oh my goodness. Some of the moves, some of the high spots and the flips that Ricochet was pulling off was just amazing.
Oh, my favorite move, probably the move of the night for me, was Johnny Gargano and Ricochet. They're up on the turnbuckle, and he flips Ricochet off of him, and Ricochet lands on his feet. And it was and just walks away like it's nothing. And I was just like, that is so cool.
And the look on Johnny Gargano's face.
He was shocked. And the funny thing is I this morning I looked at Ricochet's Twitter, and someone tweeted, "I bet you anything he's beating himself up that he didn't land that perfectly." And he replied, "Oh, yeah, I am." So the fact that he didn't think that was impressive, it's like, goodness, this guy's insane.
Yeah, when it was just absolutely amazing. Like, you know, who else could do what he did?
He's a superhero.
He is a superhero.
They need to, if they do another video game movie, he would be perfect for Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Wouldn't even need a stunt double. No.
Exactly. Like, he could be the next big action star and do all of his own stunts. Or the next Bruce Lee kind of character. Or Jackie Chan.
He would be an incredible action star. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, the next big incredible action star.
Yeah. In incredible storytelling, you know, you have Johnny Gargano. He goes outside the ring. He moves the mat back, and he's conflicted.
A la Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, just like Tommaso Ciampa. And he's conflicted. He's like, okay, do I do this? Gosh, this is just really, you know.
Does he go there?
Does he go there? Does he give in to the dark side? And he doesn't do it. But it wasn't until the end of the match where he finally snaps and he's like, okay, yeah. And he drops Ricochet on the cold hard floor and is easily able to get the pin after that.
Yeah, good match. And you earned a point.
I earned a point. What for what? What did I earn?
You predicted that Johnny Gargano would win, and he did.
Uh-huh.
I predicted Ricochet would win.
Bravo.
But he did not. I predicted Velveteen Dream would interfere. You predicted Tommaso Ciampa would interfere.
Nice.
So as of this point, you were up 1 point, 3-2.
Look at that. Dear listeners, I need help on this because we're letting this thing play out until WrestleMania, this little game here. And I need help coming up with a good punishment. Something that Anna here is going to have to watch or do a review. So if you guys can help me out, just leave it down in the comments.
Oh, I don't need help. I know what your punishment's going to be.
Not even necessary.
Your punishment is going to be that I get a new kitten.
Oh, gosh. That would be punishment.
I get a new pet. I get a puppy.
In order to get a new animal, you have to trade in 2 other ones.
No. Okay, never mind.
All right.
Okay, what was next? Okay, next we had the NXT Women's Championship match. Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair.
Okay.
I liked this match. I don't think it was my favorite match for either of them.
I think it was my favorite Bianca Belair match. I don't think I've seen her better than this. I don't think it was my favorite Shayna Baszler match. I'm glad I picked Bianca Belair to win, but I'm glad Shayna Baszler won.
I also picked Bianca to win, but it was more thinking that Shayna was going to get called up after this point. Mm-hmm. But it looks like they're furthering that storyline a little bit further. They're probably giving the horsewomen more time to be in NXT before they call them up. They're not ready to pull the trigger yet there. I have to say this was my least favorite Shayna Baszler match. I feel like, gosh, it sounds bad. I like it when she's more sadistic.
Yeah, she had a few times where, she was messing with the arm and everything, and that stomp thing she does that just makes me cringe every time I see it, even though I know it's coming. It's just, ugh.
But I don't think my problem actually with this match was the match. I feel like there wasn't a lot of build up to the match. I like how Shayna Baszler will yell at them during the match. She'll yell at her opponent. She does what Kevin Owens does, is like, you don't deserve this. You're overrated. I love that. I feel like there's some real heat to that. In my head, I guess it doesn't click them feuding. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me either. I didn't really feel the whole build-up and everything. I liked the idea of Bianca Belair becoming champion because I thought it would elevate her. I thought that's what she needed. But, she's nowhere near where Shayna Baszler is.
No. So this match was just meh for me.
Yeah.
It was good. It was not bad. It was just nothing out there or spectacular.
You know what I wanted to see during this match? You remember that part where Bianca Belair took her hair and just whipped?
But she did do that.
She did do that. She whipped Shayna Baszler right on her side.
And it cut her.
Yeah, it cut her bad. So
that was awesome.
I
I forgot about that.
I was kind of hoping that the horsewomen would come out with some scissors and just chop that off. That would have been the most amazing thing.
That would be horrible.
It would be horrible, but boy, would that just be the biggest bad guy move ever.
As someone who has long hair and does not want it cut off, that's like my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Is having my hair cut off. Oh, don't even say that. But I did get a bonus point because Shayna Baszler did use Bianca Belair's ponytail against her. And that was my bonus point item. So, yay. I got a point. Yours was to have Io Shirai and Kairi Sane interfere, which did not happen.
That did not happen. Thanks, ladies. Thanks for letting me down.
And we both predicted Bianca Belair, which was wrong. So we are actually tied up right now, 3 points apiece.
I don't like this one bit.
Well, you're not going to be very happy with the end results either. So we only got one match left.
One match left.
And that was the NXT Championship match between Tommaso Ciampa and Aleister Black.
I keep wanting to say
Alistair.
Yeah, every time it's like heavyweight champion Tommaso Ciampa, Yeah.
The Ciampa Ian.
Yeah. I just screwed it up for you for life now. You're going to call him Tommaso Champion.
Champion. Oh, gosh, don't. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Unlearn what I said.
But it was a good match. It wasn't my favorite.
I think we've seen better out of both of them.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't either of their best matches. It was still a good match, but I feel like the end result was what I expected, and it's in a good way. I feel like Aleister Black is so ready to move up, and I feel like that's what the result of this match is. It's that feud is finally done. They put the final nail in the coffin between those two, and it's time for Aleister to move on.
Yeah, what a swan song. I mean...
Absolutely. He's so good.
He's had an amazing NXT career, and we'll touch on this in a few minutes,
About the final brawl and everything that we didn't get to see.
Yeah.
But I do feel like Tommaso Ciampa did have some good heel work here, mocking him and everything like that, which is always fun.
Yeah. The guy is just... He's in a class above everybody else as far as being a heel. He's
so good.
Yeah.
He's so fun to watch. Yeah, he did a lot of his typical knee work, focusing a lot on Aleister Black's leg.
Yeah, basically, Aleister Black tweaked his knee early, and Tommaso Ciampa just went to work just throughout the whole match, he does.
As you do. And I have to say, I really like, I don't know if it's, he has a different one on each leg on Aleister Black's boots. I know
his boots, yeah.
One of them appears to be kind of, I don't know if one's a medical thing and then the other is more for design. But the one that's matte, that looks like it has spikes, I just got finished playing Resident Evil 7. And it reminds me of the molded. Like, if you play that game, you know, like the monsters that come out of the black goo. It reminds me of that kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool boot. I don't know why he has the two different boots. I don't know if it's a style thing or if it is for some medical purpose.
Yeah, but I'm a fan.
I'm a fan too.
But there was some really fun moments in this match when Ciampa gets on the announcer's table, is patting himself on the back and taunting Aleister Black.
Just clapping and smiling is so great.
He's the best heel.
Absolutely.
Like, if you look in the dictionary and see what a heel is, I think they need to have his picture there. Or have him do a master class, how to be a heel.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many people who could use to take his master class.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's the greatest.
Absolutely.
Right?
I think so. So all in all, this was a very, very good match. I think this match would be better than anything on WWE television or pay-per-view in the past couple of months.
You say that.
Okay.
But I have to say, I've been obsessed with the Rey Mysterio Andrade matches the past few weeks. Those have been insane.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually,
I stand corrected.
Actually, the last match that Andrade and Rey Mysterio had, it was the 2 out of 3 falls match. I would say that was a pay-per-view main event worthy. I would even go as far to say that it was better than any of the matches during this pay-per-view. Don't hate me for saying that.
No, I don't hate you.
Not you. Everybody else out there. It's like, don't come at me.
No.
That's my opinion. I was so blown away by that match.
I agree 100%. My only problem with that match is the ending. The Samoa Joe coming out. And
I hated that, but
it's like, let him go.
It was them trying to push Royal Rumble. I get it. But no, that match was too good to end that way.
Yeah. So back to this match, though. Tommaso Ciampa, Aleister Black, very, 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 very good. I think we're kind of a little bit ruined because of the quality of what NXT normally is.
I think that's the problem. They consistently put on such insanely good matches that they've set their bar really high.
Yeah. That being said, this match is amazing and certainly worth watching.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely recommend watching it.
All right. I picked Aleister Black to win.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. You picked Tommaso Ciampa. You won. Now,
we both predicted Johnny Gargano to interfere, but he technically did not interfere.
It's true.
So, the end result of the game is, at the moment, I'm up 4 points to 3. Yay me.
Well, yay you. Congratulations. Royal Rumble is coming.
It is coming, and that will be a game changer. I'm so excited. We're just hours away at this point.
Yeah. So, the end of the match. Tommaso Ciampa wins.
And that's what I predicted.
And we get that long walk up. He walks up the ramp, and he's posing for a really, really, really long time. And all of a sudden, just when it looks like the show's about to go off the air, Johnny Gargano pops out with his title.
Yeah, and now it looks like we have heel DIY.
It looks like DIY is back together again. They're posing. They're holding their titles up together.
Fade to black.
Fade to black. Now, what happened after we faded to black?
Well, to us, the pay-per-view had ended. We didn't see anything further. And you actually went into the other room to start editing. And I was watching on Twitter. I saw that the Triple H backstage live, whatever press conference thing that he did, started, and he said, he references quickly this brawl that he had to end between Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, Aleister Black versus Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what? I was like, wait, come in here, babe. I was like, come on, Jay. Something happened. I don't know what happened. And we didn't really get much information on it until this morning.
Yeah.
And apparently, Velveteen Dream came out on stage and started What, did he start talking?
He started talking trash.
We watched some of the video, but it's hard to see because it's audience members' cell phones, so it's not the best quality.
Apparently, he was talking trash to Johnny Gargano about saying, "Hey, I want that title and everything,"
and then a brawl just starts.
Him, Tommaso Ciampa jumps in, and then you have Ricochet coming out and Aleister Black coming up the ramp.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Hobbling up the ramp. For, like, the video I saw at the angle is Aleister Black, he just had his leg worked on for an hour or so. So he can't walk very well. So everything I saw was him just hobbling from here to there, trying to be in the fight as best as he could at the moment.
And Adam Cole comes out. I don't
get Cole's role in this.
I don't either, except for the fact that he had the feud with the Velveteen Dream in the
but very
episode.
briefly. Yeah, it's very weird. It's clearly an angle for NXT.
Right. So we have all of this, like this big feud brewing here between these 6 people, and then the bad guys, they go away, and Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and Aleister Black go back down to the ring. And they're posing to the crowd.
For a long time. They said over 10 minutes.
Over 10 minutes, which leads
a lot of people to speculate that
they're saying goodbye.
Some of our Royal Rumble predictions are correct. That Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and Aleister Black are getting called up at the Royal Rumble. Yay, I hope this is true. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
I'm 10 times more excited for Royal Rumble than I was. That being said, I will be very disappointed if this is not true. I'm getting my hopes up. I'm admitting it right now.
To me, it looks like they're saying goodbye to NXT. Why they're building this feud at the end? I mean, I don't know. This
like why they would make it a brawl though. That's the thing I don't get. It's like unless it's like a how dare you 3 move up? We've been working so hard.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get that part. But all that to say is, don't they sometimes continue the NXT storyline even after they get called up?
Sure. Yeah, that happens quite often, and that's most likely what's going to happen here.
So maybe they're going to have a farewell fatal 6-way.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there, but yeah, I mean, it's exciting.
It's exciting, and it raises a lot of questions, especially going into Royal Rumble. I could see out of that group, I'd be excited about those 3 moving up.
I would too.
The most.
And even if they move up, the future still looks bright in NXT. And that's a good thing.
It does, and it definitely clears the way for new NXT stars to move up, to start new storylines. Like I was mentioning before with Adam Cole, I feel like they haven't really had much storyline, but there's so many people that they haven't really had time.
Yeah.
You have to keep in mind NXT is such a short show.
It is, yeah. They've got to cram all of this in an hour, and I think they do a great job with it.
Yeah, they do the best they can. They should be the 3-hour-long show.
Yeah.
It makes more sense for developmental to be 3 hours long, and that way everybody gets more matches.
Makes sense. Man, we got to get out of here. We've got another pay-per-view that we've got to get ready for.
And we have to go get a pizza.
We do.
No, but honestly, one of the best thing about pay-per-views is like getting to do snacks and treating it like game day. That's what I like to do.
Yep. We're going to watch some Royal Rumble. We're going to eat some pizza. And we're going to have the good life. I don't know. That's all I got.
I'm excited.
What did you guys think of this pay-per-view?
Yeah, we want to know what you think. Comment down below what you thought of all the different matches. If you played the game along with us, like what was your score? Yeah, let us know. We want to hear from you. And Royal Rumble's about to happen. You can catch us on Twitter at downbyfall. You can also get us on Instagram at downbyfallpodcast. You can also email us downbyfall@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear from you again. Leave comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I feel like if you have a YouTube channel, you have to say those things.
Yeah.
Although we're a podcast, it's weird. I didn't know that podcasts were on YouTube until we started this.
Yeah, but here we are, and here you are, and we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, and that's it. We'll see you all next time for our Royal Rumble review.
Sounds good. We gotta go.
All right, bye.
Bye.